battle is on. Aliens versus Predator, the hunter against the beast. An alien killer crab attacks.
So here's this giant enemy crab.
The massive franchise marriage of the two most sexually suggestive creatures in the galaxy resulted in several video games already, one of which I felt like covering on this channel. But it was in that brief moment, which lasted about 10 years, where Fox Interactive did what all companies do. They followed up a successful title by taking the IP from the original developers and giving it away to some cheap fly-by-night contract developer who would dump out a lazy sequel that barely improves upon the original but makes it out for Christmas. I mean, that's what usually happens, and I'm sure that Fox Interactive thought that's what they were doing, but they made one fatal mistake. They didn't give it to a Capstone or an Ocean or a Taurus Games. They gave it to Monolith! Rest in peace, Monolith. I knew they'd get you eventually, but it still hurts. Like, who was this executive at Fox making these decisions? And was he friends with the person who decided to get Raven to do Star Wars games? Because these are equally uncharacteristic good decisions. And true to their burgeoning reputation, Monolith put their whole ass into it. Like, I can't find much info on the development of the game, but I can speculate that Monolith was coming off of No One Lives Forever and their second iteration of Lithtech, a significantly less janky version that looked pretty nice and so far hadn't produced any apocalyptically shitty games. And they were like,
we're Aliens fans.
Monolith dies and this slick-skinned cringe merchant fucks up more than a dildo being shot into space. Monolith, if you give them the time and resources, is gonna make you a good game. And AVP2 isn't even like in their top 5, and it's still Fox. They made a sequel that outclasses the original 10 times over. The only thing I have criticism about off the bat is the art style, which looks way more like a cartoon, more in line with No One Lives Forever than the original game, though the original game had awful models. This looks state-of-the-art by comparison. The textures and effects are pretty damn good for 2001. So, like most games that I cover that are awesome, you can no longer buy it. Go get this all-in-one version and have fun getting it to run properly, because that's a whole other issue. Like, I'm playing this in 1080p so we can actually see the HUD. I'm gonna dive in a little differently in this one, because all 3 campaigns are pretty good. Like, I can pick the Alien as my least favorite, but like, it's also the shortest. What it lacks in length, it makes up for in creativity. Also, chronologically, the Alien campaign is the beginning of the overarching story of the game. First character we meet is the main antagonist of this campaign, because guess what? Each campaign basically has its own villain. This is Dr. Eisenberg. He's had a bad time because the colony got overrun by Xenos, I think. Maybe. It could be him. It's complicated.
The committee is concerned, Doctor. The loss of Pod 5 is a major blow.
Setbacks are to be expected.
Yes, Dr. Eisenberg, but the committee is still waiting to see progress. You promised cures. Instead, they hear stories of unauthorized research. There's even a rumor you want to try to harness and control the hive.
Yeah, weaponizing the bugs, that thing that the company has been trying to do for like 100 years at this point. It's never gonna happen. So then Dunya, who we'll get to know better later, she's a mercenary.
The package is larger than normal.
Nah, too easy.
As always, do not open it.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
I don't like this.
So he leaves it precariously placed on this ship where it will absolutely fall over the second the ship moves, but I'm sure the box is sealed.
Contaminant detected in cargo hold.
Nah, it's not that bad. It's just a xenomorph egg. Our xenomorph egg. See, in the first game, you started off as an alien drone running around killing Marines and occasionally predators. Monolith, not content to just sit back and let you play as a drone the whole time, decided to let you experience the entire alien life cycle. So you start as a face hugger, with almost all of the abilities of a full-grown alien, except your only attack is jumping onto people, you're very small, and you can't just face hug anyone. You need to find someone isolated. You know, while going through this linear campaign, because we're still only 3 years out from Half-Life, and that's how things are done in single-player FPS campaigns now. So Monolith, being Monolith, says let's let the player walk through, avoid enemies, and listen to conversations that flesh out the whole story. Like a bit here about how General Rykov, Dunya's Merc CO, got an honorable discharge from the military, and that his people are up to shady shit behind the scenes. Does the facehugger need this information? Absolutely not, but it's here, and while it isn't important to the alien story, it is important to setting up the colony on LV-1201. As this is the Forward Operations Complex and we are -1 days and 7 hours away from the incident. You sneak past NPCs who all seem to have conversations, like Monolith is cooking so fucking hard at the early 2000s Half-Like. We're on the first level of the Alien campaign and it's already set up 3 of the most important characters in the entire story. I feel like wall climbing is just a little less fluid than in the last game, but I'm willing to forgive it because it's like having a garnish of spinach with my pure uncut heroin. The secret special kind they give to celebrities now that doesn't kill them. So we find a guy sleeping in a chair inside his quarters and slip him the old Giger sausage. And then... Not just a cutscene of the chest burst happening, no. You eat your way out of this poor bastard's chest. They don't even try to repeat this in later AVP games, it's so good. And the next mission, as a chest burster, is short, and the worst in this campaign, possibly in the game, and still not bad. The objective screen in this game is used to add even more background info while telling you what you need to do. Like this one has an excerpt from the Weyland-Yutani training manual that says basically you're not going to be able to do very much, hide in the shadows. AVP2 doesn't really have a stealth system as much as it fakes one through scripting and good visual cues. See these guards? See their flashlight beams? Stay away from that. Keep to the shadows and move when their back is turned. It's simple to understand. Now, the chestburster would lose a fight to an armed human pretty easily. But we make our way to the animal storage and find some pussy.
Actionable pun detected.
Maximum voltage. Maximum voltage.
What the hell is that?
Let's get out of here.
Just a second. Run like hell.
Yeah, you better run. Not that it's gonna help. Like last time, the alien has claws, a tail, and an inner jaw. But also, added in this game, you get a pounce. It will jib any human. There's one crucial downside to that, which is that you can't eat jibbed humans for health. Oh well. Unlike in the previous game where the tail whip was an auto-targeting one-hit kill on humans, it works a little differently now. It still hurts them, but it also stuns them, which is incredibly useful. Got 2 guards on you, stun one, kill the other, return to the first one. Come on, stop moving around, I want to eat your brains. Oh, god damn it. The head bite isn't always the easiest thing to pull off, because they're usually moving. The designers set up great moments of human murder.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
No, you won't.
Is that you, Stone?
Oh, God.
Come on, people. We've got a single bug here. We need to get this thing contained.
Yes, sir. I've locked down the shaft door. There's no way it's getting through here.
The alien is a little bigger than you think it is while you're playing, and your attacks aren't quite as seamless as you'd expect. So sometimes you'll end up clawing someone's head off that you don't mean to. Your only mission at this point is to return to the hive. You release some captive aliens along the way because that's how this works, Weyland-Yutani. One alien gets out and they all get out. The humans aren't holding back early game either. You gotta deal with guys wielding smart guns and miniguns. You're wreaking havoc throughout the primary operations complex. It's such a problem once you're into the next section. The title at the beginning of the level considers you the start of the incident that took this colony down. Like, there are other aliens around, but their AI isn't good. They mostly exist to get shot at by sentry turrets. A lot of the alien missions involve crawling through vents and destroying machines that humans need to keep you out. You usually have to find an opening somewhere on the ceiling, not doors. You can't open doors. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Where is it? Must be in the ceiling.
The alien kills humans so easily that none of them pose any kind of threat. Like, even the guys with flamethrowers never set me on fire a single time. Sure, smart gunners and shotgunners got me, but that's to be expected. The shotgun is especially powerful in this one. And we actually get to use it as the Marine in this game. The final part of escaping this colony is taking down a predator, which... They are not as easy to kill as humans. They are nowhere near as easy to kill as humans. The shoulder cannon is the worst offender. We'll see it more later, but someone at Monolith thought that the overpowered energy weapon that one-hits aliens should also be homing. This is great for predators, but bad for everyone else. The tail doesn't stun predators. What you want to do is bait them into melee and whittle them down. This one predator explodes so he can give you access to the exit, but you gotta run out of the room when he does, or else, you know. Once you escape, the humans start panicking. See, there's two installations on this planet. The primary operations complex and the pods, and they're keeping aliens in both of them. One getting out is a problem. This specific one getting out is apocalyptic. So the primary operations complex sends a distress signal because they're about to be face deep in alien schlong.
Cut the transmission. I said cut the transmission. I will not let them gloat. I won't give them the satisfaction.
Oh, and Dr. Eisenberg is a fucking idiot. If anyone is most directly responsible for this mess, it's him. Cut to 6 weeks later and we're invading the pods because, yeah, fresh meat.
We should hurry.
I'm working as fast as I can, Dimitri. If you don't like being out here, why did you volunteer?
Yeah, it's dangerous for you to be alone.
This is Dimitri, despite what his accent might suggest. He's Dunya's fiancé, so I'm sure everything will work out great for him. We easily get into the pods and start going gremlin mode, just fucking everything up, releasing a pred alien that they should never have tried to study. They already have one pred alien they can't control, and they're trying to make another one with a captive predator.
Implantation sequence set. Data recording commence on my mark.
What kind of dumbass predator gets captured? Doesn't matter, not my problem. I'm here for the artificial hive that I'm supposed to liberate. We haven't even been face to face with Eisenberg yet, but he's thinking about us, because he has alien PTSD.
We got a survivor. My God. What the hell did this?
Logan, what's going on there? Did you locate the team?
What's left of it? One survivor. Looks like the others were eaten.
Yeah, typical alien behavior.
I didn't have a choice.
Oh, ew.
What the hell is that?
I can kind of see why Eisenberg hates the aliens so much, but also, going around and fucking with them more after surviving? Even Ripley can only survive the things for 2 movies.
What is wrong with you? Get up. Get up, coward.
If you couldn't guess, this is Rykov.
We have work to do.
So, Eisenberg, who wasn't satisfied with almost dying, has come up with a plan that will get him all the way there. I'll summarize it because the game didn't and had me listen to the whole thing from a vent. So Eisenberg wants to control the hive, so he decides it would be a good idea to kidnap the alien queen.
You sure this is safe?
She understands survival. Squad 4, report.
We are ready to seal, however.
If I am correct, that will not be necessary. The flame.
Yes, sir.
Squad 4, report please.
Doctor, we are experiencing something unusual here. The xenomorphs are pulling back.
You see? Survival.
Reports of renewed fighting, sir. Shouldn't the drones be pulling back now?
Something's wrong.
Yes, something's wrong. Mama's favorite drone is back and about to lead the Xenos to victory, while also disarming bombs planted by the synthetics, which aren't as much of a problem as the ones in the last game, but are still formidable. Like, you need them here to make it even remotely fair for the humans. Once the bombs are disarmed, Eisenberg is plotting to take the Queen into space and I guess destroy whatever ship it's on, because that's what always happens. A predator is down here and in my way, which is inconvenient. I'm not even sure I have to fight this one, but the game is called Aliens vs. Predator, and not chase dumb assholes through a tunnel. Once he's dealt with, we get to the landing pad where Eisenberg is about to leave, which isn't happening. I have to trash all the telemetry and navigation systems before fighting the second and third dumbest androids on the planet.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
We unfortunately still have a boss fight, with 2 predators. I should have eaten something before this fight. You can almost kinda dodge a shot and get him to switch to his melee weapon, but the other predator that's been watching this whole time accidentally nets him. Alright, so the AI's a little shitty sometimes. And by shitty, I mean that I discovered that you can melee circle strafe the predator. Current score is Aliens 4, Predator 0. I destroy the landing beacon and Eisenberg finally comes out to say hello. I don't know why he thinks he stands a chance when I just killed 2 predators. Wait a minute, he's a robot? What the fuck? How does a robot get PTSD? And why would a robot eat people?
And the A2s always were a bit twitchy.
So in the original game, the Predator campaign wasn't so much an afterthought as it was a little undercooked. Monolith decided to go crazy with the Pred campaign. Like really shake things up so that you don't feel like you're just playing as a Marine that sees in primary colors. We start with a flashback to a Predator on safari, possibly the same one we play as. It isn't made that clear. We are, however, introduced to less old Rykov, former Marine and current Iron Bear's mercenary commander, on the planet Karari, as a Predator wrecks him. The Predator, like always, is celebrating its victory over a weaker species that doesn't have homing energy weapons. 20 years later, on LV-1201, they pick up a Predator ship on their security cameras because I guess they don't want to cloak it. Preds want to go in, balls swinging and combi sticks out. I respect it.
Yvonne, call the containment teams.
Yes, sir.
Ah yes, containment teams, things that have historically been able to deal with Predators. Monolith wisely decided to start the Predator campaign with everything I imagine a player would want. You're hunting and jumping between tree branches, stalking dumb Weyland-Yutani grunts.
Am I seeing things?
It's a little hard to tell where your melee attack is when you can't see it through the cloak fog and the thermal vision. As painfully linear as these campaigns are, each area feels purposefully designed in this first level. You get a taste for the hunt using just your wrist blades. You start with the wrist blades and the spear gun, which are mostly unchanged from what they were in the previous game. Wrist blades are a little easier to use the secondary charged attack with. The spear gun still has limited ammo and you don't get restocked each level. You better collect the spears after you use them or else you're gonna run out like I did. Twice. One Predator gives you the disc. Before that, another gives you a new weapon that I have entirely too much fun with, the combi stick. It looks like this, but I have to cloak. Hold on. Yeah, that's my favorite thing in this game, and that's just the primary swing. The biggest quality of life change for the Predator is not having to search around for energy. You just have the energy sift, which will recharge you. For nothing. Like the Metacomp gets you back to full health, the sift gets you back to full energy anytime, with the only drawback being is that it makes you incredibly visible. So sometimes you just want to stop, heal, charge, and get back to the hunt. It's kinda overpowered. I think to balance it out, they made the Predator slightly less tanky so you can actually die. To give it a bit more interesting movement than the Marine, you get a high jump that is really wonderful. I love jumping up into a tree and then back down, clowning on these goons when they keep asking, "Did I see something?" No, you didn't. Semi-stealth play. Like it stops being a stealth mission when the aliens show up. Yeah, they throw aliens at you in this Aliens vs. Predator game, in the very first level. And since you're a Predator, it's not just drones. A Praetorian comes in like a mini-boss. The disc still tracks, although it's not quite enough to kill a Praetorian. No, don't fade out, I want to get its head! We abandon the hunt in the next mission because they've somehow captured some predators to experiment on because Rykov and Eisenberg are in some kind of suicide pact. Like just entirely new levels of Weyland-Yutani fucking around before finding out. Again. It's like they try this every 20 years or so and all they get to show for it is another bisected bishop android. No, you need to understand they're setting up shop on a planet that already has a serious xenomorph infestation. When one xenomorph killed like half of their population over the course of an hour. Oh, no, wait, here's the combi stick's secondary overhead swing. This right here is the biggest dopamine hit this game can deliver.
Do I see something?
Who the fuck at Monolith said when the Predator jibs something, it has to make a sound like somebody is pulling a string of anal beads out? Really technologically advanced anal beads, with auto-targeting. The Predator, not content to let his clanmates get abducted and experimented on, goes right to the pods.
Activate lift! Take up!
No, really, that's so fucking satisfying. And then they take you up into the cargo bay, and they try and hit you with EMP grenades. You gotta climb 3 floors before anyone starts being threatening, starting with the shotgun guy. Shotguns in this game are crippling. Half the Predator's health disappears. This is when you realize they might actually be trying to pull this plan off. Ambushing you on an elevator with 2 smart gunners, one of which is a combat synth. The combat synths are not playing around, especially when they get sniper rifles, which are slightly more powerful than shotguns. That sniper rifle is available in the Marine campaign for almost a whole minute. You can still one-hit a synth with a spear gun. Cool. The company, but especially Rykov, seems fine throwing these people and synths into the meat grinder just to get a predator, another predator on top of the 3 that they've already captured. Maybe don't waste them making pred aliens. Rykov and his team booby-trapped the elevator at the top of this section with EMP grenades.
"20 years in my nightmares. You have much to repay. I will keep this as a trophy."
Your medication?
Not yet.
Rykov may have developed a little dependency to black market painkillers because his last encounter with a predator basically destroyed his spine. Next level, captured, stuck in a tank. Oh man, I was the dumbass the whole time. The gameplay changes up to something closer to true stealth because most of your fancy gadgets get taken away. You're left with the wrist blades and a hacking device. No cloak, no energy sift, no way to get back energy or health. Like that matters. Come on, give it, give it! Nobody notices this uncloaked predator behind glass. Not Rykov, not Yvonne. They're too busy talking about how they're screwing over some dumbass Marines.
I've limited all communications with the rescue teams to our secure protocol. The Marines can talk only to those you wish.
They accepted your explanation?
They take orders like good soldiers.
Not content with the new weapons you've already gotten, and to hold you over until you get your real gear back, you get remote bombs, which are lovely.
I heard that.
You go on a scavenger hunt to get your gear back and then some. One of your clan is dead, so you take his shoulder cannon, that energy weapon from before that kept one-hitting me because it's made of fucking smooth, creamy Velveeta. You'll see, it's kind of a waste to use it on humans. Another cargo bay, another battle where humans are outclassed. Eisenberg, mere hours away from being kitschy wall decor in the alien hive, is mad at Rykov probably because he handles trauma way better. With drugs.
Your teams still aren't in position. I won't stand for insubordination, General Rykov. Or perhaps you didn't understand my orders?
I understood.
The Newsnets would be very interested in your dossier. Don't you think?
Blackmail can buy my silence, but not the lives of my men.
Holy shit, I think I might be starting to like Rykov. He's an idiot driven by revenge, but he's got honor, which is like kinda good writing for the main antagonist of the Predator campaign. His whole thing with the Iron Bears and how they're mercenaries but don't share the company's fondness for making their crews expendable. Yeah, you remember when the writing in the last game consisted of,
"Wake up, Primal, you're in some serious shit."
Alright, escaping the pods is actually pretty tricky, and because this is a Monolith game, we have to jump onto a vehicle and then destroy it. So now Rykov has a rogue Predator coming for him.
He's through the net, out of the pods.
Forgive me. It is weak, disgusting. Perhaps this is punishment. So many lives.
It was my responsibility. I should have taken greater precautions with the egg.
Yeah, probably.
The package is larger than normal.
You were following orders.
Following orders. Badly. So I guess we can blame this whole thing on Dunya. The Pred's gone, crashed the dropship, and now we're ready for the Predator versus Alien portion of the campaign. Put up that scoreboard, the Alien in the campaign killed 4 Predators, and with the skirmish in level 1, we've killed 2 aliens. I'll just dust off the old shoulder cannon and... This weapon is broken. I appreciate Monolith's dedication to throwing in cool set pieces. Monolith is one of the developers that learned the right lessons from Half-Life. Oh, thanks. Hoorah to ashes. Hell yeah, bros, get their ass! The rest of the Pred campaign is about getting your mask back from Rykov. You know, to restore your honor. Also, Ivan's dead.
Ivan is not reported?
No, sir.
He was a good man.
Yeah, finest mind of his generation.
He might not be dead.
Oh, he's absolutely dead.
Damn it! My medicine. Cheating black market. The latest stuff is shit. Each batch is worse than the last.
It's the adrenaline, General. It breaks down the doses. I'll get another.
No. It will dull me. I must be sharp.
I'm honored that Rykov is raw-dogging his chronic spinal pain to fight me. Like, we're gonna go head-to-head and he's gonna lose, again, but he's fighting with honor. And an exosuit. I have a special fondness for the Predator campaign in this game. It's easily the best of the Pred campaigns in any of the AVP games. It has the best escalation of difficulty in some of the more interesting arenas. This one here, covered with sentry turrets and snipers, and you can absolutely sneak around and deal with all of it. Your thermal vision is weak to sentry guns. Pred Tech can see them, but then you might miss the sniper. There's like 6 sentry guns in here. It's rough. Then the aliens come back for the rest of the time. Like, I think that they didn't realize how overpowered the shoulder cannon is, because when they give you the plasma pistol, which is significantly more destructive than the one in the last game, it's more of a waste of energy compared to the shoulder cannon. Like, it has its uses a little later, which I'll show you, but I gotta keep this gag up.
Does your race ever tire? Or does the hunt give you strength? Do you hear that? The bugs are coming for us. My gear will protect me. I cannot say the same for you.
I can. Oh, here we go, because the Predator can't leave without fighting an alien queen. I would be a little disappointed if we didn't, honestly. Fun thing about the plasma pistol that gives it a slight edge is that it can stun aliens. Yes, even the queen. See this, Eisenberg? This is how you stun a queen. And then I run out of energy. I think we've settled this argument.
Come, Hunter. Let us finish this.
I found the most efficient way of doing this is cloaking, because Rykov can't see you, and tossing the disc at him until he gives up. The cloak confounds this game's AI, and he can't deal.
Here, catch.
The Predator tears his fucked up spine right out and gets his mask back. A happy ending. Although the ending text blurb, what I can read of it, because it's basically white text on a white background in some places, says that the Iron Bears live on under command of Dunya, and they start abducting and probably killing Weyland-Yutani bioweapons scientists, likely depriving them of whatever time they had left before they started fucking around with xenomorphs and getting killed in much worse ways. You are Andrew Frosty Harrison, under the command of Major McCain here.
Gather round and listen up. 6 weeks ago, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation lost contact with a research facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission.
Well, yeah, okay, that's normal for Marines in any aliens media. Give me something else.
I vote for an airstrike, sir.
World's Smartest Grunt Award goes to Duke.
Negative. The higher-ups want the site intact, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes and no Alice. Sorry, Harrison.
We will absolutely be using Alice. They fly in blind and damage the dropship, so we get our Marine campaign introduction. Hacking a door and then immediately getting separated from the team. I'm sure everything's fine. Should have done an airstrike. While you're not shooting anything for a while, they still found a way to cram giant explosions into it. There is at least one Predator around here having a lot of fun. We don't fight a Predator, we just get into the primary operations complex and restore power, turn on the landing beacon, all without firing a shot. It's a good way to build tension. You're still 2 loading screens away from seeing any bugs.
Good work, Marine. Harrison, find the nearest security office and restore the defense grid for the bay.
For this task, he gives me a grenade launcher. I think all of the weapons, spare one, appeared in the last game. But now they're bigger, badder, like this grenade launcher, which I don't think I even use, has 4 different ammo types. Timed, proximity, EMP, and spider grenades, the latter of which crawl around seeking out targets. The fact that I don't use this should tell you how good the Marine weapons are this time around. Monolith, knowing what we want already, gives us the exploring a colony in the aftermath of an alien attack to build tension before letting the bugs loose. Also, you can easily miss the shotgun down this hallway. Don't. Because the shotgun is exactly as powerful in your hands as it was for the NPCs, and while it isn't particularly useful later when there are more than 6 aliens attacking, for the first part...
I've got movement. Hold your position, team. Give me a direction. All around, sir.
This shotgun is a fucking beast, and I haven't even gotten any slugs for it yet. Yeah, there's an alternate ammo type for the shotgun, and the pistol, which gets armor-piercing rounds, and the rocket launcher that gets guided missiles. We're talking a full FPS arsenal even though the campaign is like 3 hours long. Everything is going straight to hell now that the aliens are awake, and Frosty has to get back to his team. And you're gonna get a crash course as to why it sucks to be a human in this game. Good weapons? Sure, but the aliens are faster. They only take a few pulse rifle bullets to down, like always, but then one pounces on you and stuns you and the others come to rip you apart. And listen, the AI isn't good, it's not smart, it mostly just runs toward you, sometimes on the walls and the ceiling in a straight line. It's one of the few downgrades from the previous game. Thing is, in a post-Half-Life world, AVP2 is very scripted. Every encounter spawns aliens from somewhere, like vents or doors that they break open. It spawns them close. They materialize in the world out of nowhere, and that makes the 30-meter range on the motion tracker kinda pointless. You're not gonna be standing around and watching that thing to determine where the aliens are coming from, because the moment you look down on it, they're on screen. Frosty steals an APC and decides that despite being briefed on how the Xenos work, he wants to go into the Hive and get one of their comrades.
Where's Hall?
She's gone, Frosty. And Decker's badly burned.
I'm not leaving without her. If our data's right, they'll take her for incubation.
Frosty demonstrates that he's got real honor when it comes to the core. Core to the bone, hoorah to ashes!
Kill me. Kill me.
Frosty, get out of there, now!
Even though this was a totally unnecessary suicide mission, I like this part, because it's probably the most tense section of the game. Escaping the Hive, aliens right on your ass the whole way, and you can hear them all around. The tightly scripted bits become less obvious as you're distracted by not dying. The motion tracker here shows more than a half-dozen aliens chasing me, and I rush to close this door behind me. This is when, if a Monolith employee said,
"We're Aliens fans,"
I would believe them. From the translation of an interminable elevator ride out of the Hive to the way everything is presented, and especially the lighting, this is probably the best distillation of the tension and action of Aliens into video game form. It sucks that it can't all be this good. Frosty escapes, but he's sad about it. Next mission is getting the APC through some tunnels while you go on foot to open them. It's more of the same alien fighting. I haven't mentioned these reddish aliens that move on all fours, the runners, based off the Xeno in Alien 3. I don't know whether the game had them birthed from dogs or oxen, but there's a lot of them. So if you felt bad about eating that cat earlier, I got some bad news about the pet population at the primary operations complex. Now, this isn't bad. It's a little bit less tense and less difficult than the last mission. Sure, there are more aliens, but the APC helps you out sometimes, and the game gives you the smart gun. We have to shut down the security system in order to get the APC through, which is fine, and I'm sure won't cause any problems whatsoever.
You took down our defense grid.
Your corporation decided we didn't need the complete details of your security protocols.
We made alterations. You can never be too safe.
Oh, really, Doc?
I said cut the transmission. I will not let them gloat.
Asshole.
We've repaired what can be repaired. 6 of my men died today.
Yeah, well, don't build your homes on xenomorph-infested planets. And don't kidnap predators. Both of you are already dead.
Isolate the Marines' communication channels. We don't want them asking embarrassing questions of pod personnel.
Yeah, that sounds shady, but it gets worse.
Without bodies, who can prove where they died? In the tunnels, as we'll claim, or 6 weeks ago in the POC.
Oh, so that's why this chapter is called Betrayal. Oh, goddammit, I'm the dumbass again. Frosty heads off to try to use the pod's communications.
Rosters have been altered. Scientists already dead. Your team is in fatal data fault. Terminal failure. Shutting down.
What the hell? Hey, you startled me.
I believe we have a problem in the transmission line. You'll need to interface with the root system. Please follow me.
Come on, Frosty, don't fall for it.
It would take a cunning man to disable our security system.
Yeah, well, that was Mother, not me. I was just following orders.
I like brave men.
Dunya, you have a fiancé, a southern man named Dimitri.
Men like my fiancé, Dimitri.
Your fiancé? Man, my luck never changes.
But Dunya, you may want to reconsider. His package is larger than normal.
He was outside the pods when the system went down. A casualty.
Okay, Frosty, now is the time to bail. You basically got that guy killed. I don't think she's into you. I think she's just a highly trained mercenary. So don't turn your back. Jesus Christ, Frosty, you suck. We've been put in a cell and they're gonna do experiments on us. This is where the game shifts again and gives us a break from the alien hordes, but not like in the Aliens Colonial Marines way where half the game is shooting company mercs. So we've been captured. We take the BJ Blazkowicz route of getting a knife and then killing a guard for a pistol. This is the most exposure to the pods we get in this game. It's very heavily inspired by the architecture and decor of the Nostromo. Looks great too. Lot of vent crawling, moving around elevators. Yeah, I deserve that. And if you thought they wouldn't throw a tense alien fight in the middle of their corporate stooge shooting gallery, well, I'm sorry, but Monolith refuses to miss. Made slightly less tense because while you only have a pistol, there's a sneaky little half clip of armor-piercing rounds over here. They help when I have to solve a problem I caused during the Alien campaign. I think that's the last Pred alien we see. Oh, hey buddy, just gonna sneak past you here. You're just shooting your way through the animal testing labs when...
Soldier, in 30 seconds you'll be dead.
Well, mysterious voice, you're clearly underestimating me.
Who are you?
I need you to get me a package.
The package is larger than normal.
Once you have my package, we'll talk about your team.
I don't negotiate with corporate spies.
I'm not negotiating. Implantation lab number 2, down the belt, buddy.
Yeah, sure. But what does this button do?
You've got a loose specimen.
Containment. We need containment.
Oh no, they're inside.
I'll take that, thank you. I don't know what I expected. In fact, during the rest of this area, I'm shocked I don't get face-hugged again. You know, you grunts kill aliens like old people fuck. Getting the flamethrower feels like cheating. This thing is as effective against humans and aliens as you'd expect. My favorite thing is the death sound here. I have to find the hacking device again, not just to get the ID card I need to get that disc. I didn't realize until my 3rd or 4th playthrough of this game that there are storage lockers that you can hack open. One of them is Dimitri's. To add insult to fatal injury, I steal his shotgun. How do I know it's his locker? Because he's got a log in there about how he was admitting his doubts about getting married to Dee. Understandable, she's flirting one minute and then kidnapping you for medical experimentation the next. There's lots of logs and readable things in this game that I can't possibly get into. Play it for yourself. Pirate it because they don't sell it anymore because Fox Interactive, which is now Disney, hates fun, like Warner Brothers hated Monolith. At least they're free now. Anyway, look at what the shotgun does to the way you clowns. Majestic. Now we gotta get out of the pods. Like every non-wall climbing species, we use the cargo bay. How many cargo bays do these pods have, and how many have I already turned into graveyards? Let's use some shotgun slugs. Absolutely beautiful. There's a mini-boss fight here with an exosuit. Yeah, the exosuit is a mini-boss in this campaign because you get a rocket launcher. Simple.
Hey, Harrison, slow down. I've got a plan.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, crap.
You're a girl?
Shitty software.
Well, hello there.
Don't even start with me.
Tomiko is a corporate spy. Kinda, not really.
What the hell is the Hive?
Frosty, my guy, my sweet treat for dipping Wendy's normally inedible French fries in. You've been inside a nest.
Is that where my team's headed?
Looks that way. But why?
Just get me into the tunnels.
In order to do that, we have to do some fun alien blasting for a while. Tomiko did fill us in on a little backstory on the ride over.
So why here? Seems like a funny place for an assemblyman's daughter to take a summer internship.
My brother... he died while he was stationed here. Accidental death, according to the report. Eisenberg signed it himself.
Okay, putting him down as an alien host, that's rough.
My brother was a very meticulous man. He didn't make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Maybe so. But he was murdered. I have proof.
Is that what I'm carrying?
Among other things.
Yeah, we're gonna blow this whole thing wide open and the company is really gonna feel it. Next location has some low-key tense moments, like having to weld through a door with the torch while aliens may or may not spawn to stop you. Jesus, really? This whole level is somehow darker and more infested than the ones we've previously visited. And if you thought the flamethrower worked good on humans... Outstanding. We are, however, finally interrupted by a predator. The predator stalks us for a while through this level, stubbornly refusing to die until near the end. This is one of my complaints about this whole game, which is the over-scripted nature of it. This predator seems practically invincible until the game wants you to kill it. Yeah, fuck you. The next area really shows off how badly the NPC characters fight. The Marines are hopeless against the aliens. They can't hit anything. We're just about done with the player feeling tense and threatened, because then you get the minigun, which I should call the Monolith minigun because it's awesome and it uses the same sounds as the one from Blood 2. We really don't get to use this enough. Frosty called down a dropship for himself so he can escape. I'm sorry, did I say escape? Because I meant get into an exosuit and go straight for the hive. The exosuit is, as you'd expect, extremely powerful. One arm has a flamethrower and something akin to a sniper rifle, and the other has a minigun and a rocket launcher. Monolith, you already designed all of this mission variety, and now you're spoiling us with a cargo loader mission, but with a cargo loader with guns? Makes sense that I don't get to fight the Queen in this thing. Wait a minute, no it fucking does. We have to fight the Queen with a tiny little bit of NPC support. Like, let the NPC distract her and then run and get the minigun, and she tanks it. The Marines blast a hole in the wall to let us out. Oh look, holy shit, there's the sniper rifle. They found a way to fit it in. Oh, only 5 bullets. Hey, okay, I'm done. Okay, let's go pick up Tomiko.
We did it. We're coming for you.
You'll pass on the data to my father?
You can give it to him yourself. We're airborne now.
Get clear then.
Get clear? What's she gonna do, corrupt their spreadsheets?
Tomiko.
Well, that wraps everything up, I guess. Good for Tomiko. Brought the nuclear explosion we should have done yesterday. Even if they're trying to sequel bait with the final end credits scene, Monolith didn't get to develop AVP3, which is sad because they could have made it on the same engine as Fear. That would have been cool. Another Monolith banger. Even got a nuke at the end. Stellar work. Unfortunately, we're not done. So, there's an expansion pack that I paid money for back in like 2002 and haven't played it since. Because it sucks. Developed by our friends at Third Law after Kiss Psycho Circus, and as far as I can tell, it was the last thing Third Law ever did. I would say that's a tragedy if I didn't deeply, passionately hate it. Like, I don't always cover expansions because I don't want to say, this is the same game, but more. Primal Hunt is not the same game, but more. It is a complete misunderstanding of what made AVP2 good. So what do you got, Third Law? A licensed game on Lithtech? Are you gonna have 100 enemies running at me in a single file line while others that are stupid and pointless and offer no variation to the combat because this isn't how this works in this game? This isn't a fucking Quake game, and you know that because you send hordes of aliens at me and you give me dual pistols, except I have to reload those and they're always empty before you're done spawning aliens from the fucking sky. This is a serious Sam game as the Marine, except with the added hindrance of having to reload weapons in a roster that was not designed for this kind of thing. And you're gonna use friendly NPCs that were not designed for this kind of thing. At all times, Third Law seems to be trying to make AVP2 more action-packed, and it might have worked if you didn't spawn aliens directly on top of me. You thought the motion tracker was useless before? Well, now you have 360 degrees of motion tracking that only goes 20 meters, but that doesn't matter because the aliens spawn up your ass. You know what would help the stealthy and already overpowered Predator? A machine gun laser. Do you like stopping every other room to charge, heal, then charge again? How about the game dropping you from a cutscene into this Praetorian fight? How about just having enemies waiting around in their idle states like they're in a fucking Doom game instead of having them enter through a vent or a broken door or something environmental? No time for that, there's 15 aliens in a ground tentacle. AVP2 is not an arcade shooter. Bringing the sensibilities of old school shooters to a game where the enemies bleed acid and leap great distances and can climb on any surface is frantic, but you basically need a minigun at all times for it, not dual pistols that reload slower than any other weapon in the game. Here's what happens. Dunya is the star of the corporate campaign, and aside from mind-numbingly shitty horde shooting with boring level design and garbage health distribution, she finds an artifact, brings it to the pods, loses it, does a turret section, and then that campaign is over. The Predator starts in the past before getting face-hugged and put in stasis. He does really awful corridor shooting for about an hour before getting to the pods, getting the artifact, and then dying. The Pred Alien has no real noticeable difference in play from the drone. You get one mission as the Pred Alien and spend the rest of the time as a face-hugger and a chest-burster. The stealth of being a face-hugger sucks because all your enemies can see you and will instantly vaporize you with homing plasma. The chest-burster section with humans requires you to ignore stealth altogether so humans will panic and open doors for you. Then the Pred Alien also doesn't get the artifact and Pod 5 explodes. Trash. So the artifact that keeps aliens at bay, or whatever, it's not well explained, is stuck under the rubble of Pod 5, which the humans never search, which also doesn't matter because AVP2 ended with a nuke going off. So it's gone. To so completely miss the point of AVP2's gameplay and instead do a Third Law joint at the height of the popularity of shooters that aren't designed like fucking Kiss Psycho Circus, this is like mixing peanut butter and KY jelly. It's fucking awful and disgusting and just amateurish at times. I hate it, but hey, you gooners out there might get a kick out of seeing Dunya in the shower. Also, Dimitri's actually Russian now.
Done. That was the general. He wants to see you in his office right away.
Also, Dunya sucks and is an asshole. I'd much rather learn how she and the other Iron Bears escaped LV-1201. You know, an actual continuation of the story and not a pointless quest for a hazily described powerful artifact that goes nowhere. Ugh, get this crap out of here. Waste of time. I'm not saying Third Law wasn't capable of making a good game, and I don't know the circumstances around the development of this, but it's just bad and doesn't understand how or why AVP2 worked in the first place. Good game, terrible expansion. Let Monolith work on it next time. I guess they were busy with Nulf too. And now? Well, this is the first video after Warner Brothers decided to axe Monolith while they were toiling away with one of their IPs. Was it taking too long? Was Wonder Woman not exactly moving merchandise because even for a superhero movie, Gal Gadot's acting is awful? We may never know. R.I.P. Monolith. You will be sorely missed. Even your mid-games are fucking triumphs.